So this is Dimitri here. I am in a hotel with Fawn here in where are we? Hiroshima. I wanted to check in with you about an idea I've been having. I think I've been working with inside myself for handling the biggest blocking belief that you have. Now, over the course of my career, I've worked with myself and a lot of other people who have felt like there's one basic thing that really stops them. There's this one deep core limitation that they have that they feel like they can never get past. And it's sort of like the thing that you've accepted that you're fated to, and that life is just never really going to get any better than that. It's the limiter on who you are and how happy you can be. And as I've worked with people, I've started to help them see that. And here's how I've been working with it in myself lately, because I really do think this is a key point for people. This is one of those things where, because this deepest limiting belief has always been with you, or been with you for a very long time, and maybe you tried to work on it and haven't been able to fix it, you sort of give up on it. And it really does put you in sort of a confine of the kind of a life you can live and the world you can have. So, first of all, I'm going to use the example of myself. I like to be super transparent on these videos, and I've got issues like anybody else. And for me, I feel like my deepest kind of core issue is that there's really no way to win in life, which is a kind of a funny thing coming out of me. I mean, I've done workshops all over the place, all over the world, and wrote best-selling book and all this kind of stuff. But still, there's this thing in me that feels like I've got this limitation that I can't get past of I can never really win. And in myself and with other people, when I've looked at these things, what I've come to see is that usually we take these on very young as a way of loving our family. And I do really love my family. I got no problem with my family. My family's great. But it's true that when I was a little kid, and I think a lot of little kids do this, there was a way in which I felt like if I could just sacrifice myself enough, I could fix the problems that were in my family. I could fix my brother's pain. I could fix my father's pain. I could fix it. Kind of like a little kid who holds their breath until they turn blue, to try and change the world. There were things in the world that I was not okay with the way they were. And I thought if I just gave of myself enough, I would be able to, fix it. If I could just give up winning, I'd be able to fix this in other people. This is the kind of thing little kids do. You may have something like that in your life too, where there's some sort of decision you made about life when you were a little kid. And if you look at that decision you made about life as to if you were doing that as a way of loving someone, who were you loving? There's probably someone you took that limiting belief on as a way of loving them. So I've started to see. Now, so often when we look at limiting beliefs, we're trying to get rid of them, right? We're angry at them. We hate them. We want to get rid of them. We identify them as not us. But the truth is, these really deep limiting beliefs you can't get rid of, you're committed to. And you're not committed to them because you're a bad person. You're committed to them because you're a loving person. And I can see the ways in which this has limited my life. It's limited my life because I've been a loving person. And being a loving person that's not a bad thing. Living my life in love is actually a good thing. Maybe I haven't had all the stuff that I've wanted when I've wanted it, but I've lived in love. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I've taken on that limiting belief as a way of loving people, and it's a very loving thing to do. So you can ask yourself, the thing that you feel like always stops you, the belief that you have, that you feel like you can't have beyond a certain point in life, let yourself see how you took that on out of love, and you're committed to it because you're a loving person. All right? This should take a whole weekend to work on this, but I'm giving it to you really fast. You're committed to your most limiting belief. You're committed to living in that limited way because you're very loving. So what do we do about that? What you do is you start to bring unconditional love to the part of you that is committed to limiting your life in this painful way. So I work a lot with people to opening up to the love of their higher power. I teach men especially a lot. How do you bring that love into your heart to really feel the unconditional love for you? But however you do it, we ask that question: how does your highest, most merciful reality feel about you, even when you're committed out of love to a belief that's stopping your life from being what it can be. Right? How does the highest feel about you even then? And let yourself feel that love. So for me, I feel that part of me, that little boy in me that's committed, that's like holding his breath till he turns blue, that I will sacrifice my life and never win if it'll fix my family, right? And that there's so much love in that little kid, but you know, so much pain in that too. How does the divine feel about me even when I'm still living that now? And what I start to feel is there's just a lot of unconditional love, a lot of okayness. A lot of like, you know what? I see that you live that way, and you're a beautiful boy, you know? And it starts to feel like there's this, I'm in this sea of love exactly as I am. Because like I like to say, the way you change limiting beliefs is by loving the part of you that feels stuck with it. You know, everybody says, you know, that that's the only way I've seen that really works. I know there are people who say, snap your fingers and don't believe it anymore, but I'm unable to do that. But when I bring love to the part of me that's like, no, I have to live this life that is limited. I have to always lose. And I see why I believe that. And I bring compassion to the one who believes that. It starts to open up, and that's where we start to see new possibilities for our lives. So I know this is a lot here, but just kind of what I've been thinking on here in Japan. Let me know if you relate to it, or if it brings up any thoughts in you. And let's see. Tomorrow we are heading to Hong Kong, and I will keep in touch. My wife is posting pictures and stuff of our trip, and I'm putting them into my feed as well, so take a look there if you want to see what I'm up to. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.